Chandu present. Okay. So here we starts with again why it is showing the basics of networking part. The name changed. The basics networking. So we discussed already about networking, internetworking. What is a network? Connection of two or more devices. Networking means communication between these interconnecting devices. Internetwork is connection of two or more networks. Internetworking is communication between these devices, these networks. Okay. And type of networks: LAN, CAN, MAN, WAN, local area network, campus area network, metropolitan area network, and wide area network. So LAN, local area network, it is local network, it is a private network. WAN, it is a global network, it is a public. WAN means it's a globally. So you want to communicate from Hyderabad office to New Jersey office or Exton office or Australia office, Singapore office. So that is what we require. It is WAN communication. You want to communicate from your one room to one PC to another PC within your place. That is a LAN communication. Okay. Intranet means local. You have a server in your LAN. You are accessing your server. That is a intranet. You are accessing a google.com or facebook.com, which is somewhere located in the globe. You are accessing it because of internet. So through internet, we are able to. Next, when you are communicating from one PC to another PC within the LAN, you don't require any default gateways. But when you are communicating from your PC to outside of your network, you have to go through the default gateway. Your router act like a default gateway. Default gateway IP address is nothing but your router IP address. Basic requirements to form a network, we need a network interface card. For example, you have a desktop, then on the motherboard nowadays we are getting LAN card for a wired connection. So whether it is wired or wireless, we need a certain thing to interface to the network. It can be wired interface or it can be wireless interface. So that's what we call it. That interface we call it as network interface. And we need you need a wide connection, so we need a cables, different type of cables to get connected. If it is a wireless, we use some radio waves kind of stuff to get connected. Different devices to form a network and to communicate in the network, we use different type of protocols to understand what kind of communication it is, and we can communicate with the addressing, and that is logical addressing only. Logical addressing means IP address. Physical address means generally we use NIC, that is Ethernet type of NIC, which is we directly installed inside your desktop or a server machines to get connected to your devices. So this is the wide connection. It is called Ethernet. It is called Ethernet. In that Ethernet, we have a Ethernet, fast Ethernet, gigabit Ethernet. Ethernet is a 10 Mbps, fast Ethernet 100 Mbps, gigabit Ethernet 1000 Mbps or 1 Gbps. This Ethernet also we can call as a LAN card. I see the network interface. It is not a network interface card. The LAN card are. So these NICs, the NIC is a interface between your device and the network. Okay? So each NIC having a unique 48-bit address called a MAC address. Then MAC address is also called as a physical address or a hardware address. The 48-bit MAC address represented in 12 hexadecimal. So means it's a 12 hexadecimal numbers in the MAC address. Okay. So this MAC address is given by the manufacturer of NIC only, not by user, not by admin, not by some PC. It is directly when you purchase your Ethernet or a NIC, the manufacturer of that NIC will give that MAC address directly on this. You cannot change the MAC address because it is given by manufacturer of NIC. It is also called as physical address, hardware address. So your IP address can be changeable by changing your network, but MAC address cannot change. Okay. So you cannot communicate with the MAC address. Remember, there is one question is there. Generally, we'll ask like, so can we communicate with the MAC address? In network communication, there is a MAC address, but directly we cannot communicate with the. What is that meaning is, you have two devices. You want to send or receive a request. In order to send or receive a request, you cannot send with the MAC address or receive with the MAC address. You are sending and receiving only by with the IP address. But MAC address is there in that packet. So it is actually MAC address used to confirm the device or some verification of the device. So MAC address is a physical address, IP address is logical address. All communications by. This is what we said. And MAC spoofing is possible. MAC, we cannot change the MAC address, but we can spoof the MAC address. MAC binding is there in the Wi-Fi router network kind of stuff for a security, like who can able to get connected, who cannot able to get connected. We can check the MAC address, directly go to your adapters, settings, adapter, double click on adapter, details. There you can find physical addresses for your MAC address, and also you can find a IP address also. You can use a command like a get MAC is a command to get your MAC address. Get your MAC addresses. But I have a multiple devices in my PC, so it will show so many MAC addresses. In general, you have only one computer, so generally you don't have any additional extra virtual kind of adapters, so you can easily understand which is your exact MAC address. This device name not showing here, device type it is showing. Second one is ipconfig space /all. ipconfig space /all also shows your physical address. This is your MAC address. Of course, you will get other information like a IP address, subnet mask, default gateway, DHCP server address, and DNS server address, lease obtained, and lease expired. With ipconfig, you can only getting IPv4 and subnet mask and default gateway. Your IP address, subnet mask, and default gateway all in your physical address, and of course IP address, subnet mask, default gateway, DHCP, DNS, lease obtained, lease expiry, DHCP enable yes or no. So this is by wired connectivity we can understand the blinking of lights, then we can understand. If anybody is not from computer background or electronics background, guys, understand small b represent bit. It is 0 or 1. Binary communication, in a binary numbers only 0 or 1 only. Now our decimal numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 0 to 9 our numbers, and these will be repeated in the entire binary decimal system. The maximum highest number is 9 only, a single digit. To write a very big number, when big thing like even if you see like you want to write 1,000 rupees, like 1,234, but each single digit is a maximum size is 900, 19999 kind of stuff. So keep repeating. Same way, it's 0 to 9 limit. Here it is 0 to 1 limit only. Hexa 0 to F limit. It means 0 to 9. A, B, C, D, E, F. 0 to F means it's totally 16 digits are there. So decimal we have 10 digits. In binary we have 2 digits, and in a hexa we have 16 digits. In octa we have 8 digits, 0 to 7. 8, 9 is not there. So 8 is this one, 9 is this one, 10, 11, 12, like this will be changed. Okay. Now see, this is 0, 1. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like this is 6, 15. And last one is like you can find some numbers. So same way it is, this is 0 or a 1. It is a 1, 0 or 1. It is a 1 bit. 1 byte means like this 0101 kind of stuff, 8 bits. All are zeros, all are ones, are 0, 1, 0, 1. Whatever it is, the size is 8 bits. 1 byte is 8 bit size. 1 kilobyte. 1 kilobyte is 102 B. Capital B represent byte. Small b represent bit. Okay. So why it is 1024, how it is 2 to the power of 10. So we calculate based on the binary system is 2. So 2 to the power of 10 is 1024. That is 1024 bytes. Megabyte 1024 kilobytes. Gigabyte 1024 megabytes. Terabyte 1024 gigabyte. Petabyte 1024 terabyte. Like this. So multiples of 1024 will come up. Okay, so this is a bits and bytes kind of stuff for understanding what is megabits per second, megabytes per second, lot of difference. Guys, this is yesterday part, okay, and which we are unable to continue. Guys, are you able to? Good.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so there is three things like electromagnetic interference, crosstalk, attenuation kind of stuff. What is electromagnetic interference? When you are sending a signal, these electromagnetic interference means electrical and magnetic. Like you have a transformers, your radio waves, your mobile phone signals. These are all EMI signals, only electromagnetic signals. They induce into the a particular coil or antenna, so we can able to receive the signal. AM radio, FM radio. These are all works based on a signal radiation only. So what it will do, so when you are transferring a data over the cable, so these electromagnetic interference on the cable, it mixes the cable with, it makes the signal with the original signal. That is called as a crosstalk. Mixture of two signals, two or more signals, called a crosstalk. So I am having a cable here that is a coaxial cable. Is olden days we use a coaxial cable. No, we are not using. So we started using from the twisted pair cable only, but still for a very long period of time also in a certain places like a military, defense, naval, and in a public also in a countries like US countries they use a coaxial cable. Okay, so it is a main conductor wire is there. It is covered with plastic dielectric material foils kind of stuff, and there is mainly one copper mesh on it and covered by outer jacket with a plastic. What is this mesh? The mesh protect the main signal from electromagnetic interference, so then no crosstalk will occur. that we are using, and there is a different type of connectivity, so it depends upon the wire connectivity. Even though we are using these coaxial cables, we are using a twisted pair cables. So what is the twisted pair cables? In a one single cable, we have 8 wires. These 8 wires are divided into 4 pairs. 4 pairs cable. It is also called as 4 pair. Means pair of wires are twist each other. Pair of wires twist each other. Why it is a twist? The twist reduces the attenuation. Attenuation reduces speed of data transmission increases. Attenuation is like a opposing signal, opposing the signal. So because of this attenuation, so then it is your data transmission speed will be, so speed of data transmission increases, number of twists increases, speed increases. Okay, and on in this twisted pair cable, there is a two type of twisted pair cables. One is UTP, another one is STP. Unshielded twisted pair cable, shielded twisted pair cable. On unshielded twisted pair cable, so copper mesh. On unshielded twisted pair cable, we don't have any additional copper mesh on the these wires. But in a shielded twisted pair cable, STP, so we have a copper mesh on it. So again, what is the use of this copper mesh? So protect your signal from electromagnetic interference. So it protect your data transmission from EMI or a data transmission through the wires. Your data transmission is going on, so it should not be damaged or should not be occur crosstalk. Okay, so this copper mesh will absorb the electromagnetic interference from outside and it does not allow go inside to touch the main wires. Okay, so EMI causes crosstalk, it is a mix of. And this is called a 4 pair cable, 8 wires are there. We use a RJ45 connector. We use a RJ45 connector here, so you can see it's the RJ45 connector. And 8 wires, as I said, there is a mainly 4 colors. One is like a blue, orange, green, brown. These are the mainly 4 colors. And what are the other 4 colors? Pairing colors. For a blue, it's like a white blue, white orange. Okay, orange, white orange, green, white green, brown, white brown. Okay, it's a pair. Like you have a blue wire pair is white blue. Orange wire pair is orange white. Green pair is green white, and brown pair is brown white. Okay, I've written in a reverse order, like a blue white to orange white kind of stuff. Each wire is color coded, so it is easy to get connected in a both end of the wires. Wire having 2 ends, right? So one side one connection, another side another connection. So to use, like this is a open wire, you want a socket connection, you can use the color code to easy to understand how you are connecting. Based on that, how it is work. In a cables, we have a different categories are there, guys. This is just a table. Either it is a table is correct or wrong, also no one knows. Okay, so you have to verify the this UTP STP cable categories to the genuine materials like a Cisco, Microsoft, or a Cisco N plus. Sorry, CompTIA N plus, Cisco websites or Cisco materials. You have to verify these categories. Okay. Remaining places they give some random data may not be correct. But just for understanding, different categories are there in these cables. Cat 1, Cat 2, Cat 3, Cat 4, Cat 5, Cat 6. Cat 6, Cat 6A, Cat 7 also there as it is given in this one. Cat 1 cable is actually your old telephone cable. Okay, your telephone cable. So like if you have a BSNL or old Airtel type of connections, then you'll get a telephone cables. Okay, so that is it's a Cat 1 type. It is a two pair cable. It's not four pair cable, two pair cable. Cat 1. RJ11, we use RJ11 for that one. So, and category 2 onwards, it is a RJ45 connector. Cat 2 is a 4 Mbps connection. Cat 3 is a 10 Mbps connection. Cat 4 16 Mbps connection. Cat 5 is a 100 Mbps connection. Cat 5e is 500 to 600 Mbps connection. Cat 6 is 1 Gbps connection. So I changed the pattern, right? So then originally, as I remember, that is the correct order. But it is Cat 4 is not 100 Mbps. Cat 4 is actually 10 Mbps. 10 Mbps means 16 Mbps is also correct. Okay, so 10, Cat 3, Cat 4, 10 Mbps type connect Ethernets we can use it. That is 10 Mbps, 16 Mbps, which is better for a 10. Cat 5 is a 100
Hello.
Mbps. Yeah, tell me.
Hello.
Yeah, tell
So
me.
actually I joined after 3:31 and attendance not getting so attendance done or not sir right now?
Who is that joined? Tell me again.
Sumit sir, Sumit Kumar.
Sumit. Sumit Kumar. Very good. Okay. Okay, guys. So these are the category of cable. Compulsory verify with the CompSHA N plus or Cisco materials. Still there is a confusion. You go to the network plus kind of stuff, there you can find it. Okay, so you go to this N plus material, so confirm whether it is which category of cables. In case if you want. Next one is Cisco. Cisco Academy materials are there, so CCNA kind of stuff or networking essentials. There you can confirm this. That just for normally have taken this information. Guys, these are the different tools we use to create a patch cable kind of stuff. Like this is the cable rate. So to create this kind of LAN cable or a patch cable, this is also called as a LAN cable. Some people call it a LAN cable. But you join in an organization, you went to a place and they said, give me that patch cable. Then don't put a blank space, guys. Patch cable means the LAN cable. This type of cable. Color may different, but it's a cable. So we use a testing tool to test this cable whether it is connected, is working properly or not. Okay, it's manufactured correctly or not. Like we use testing tool, right? And we are having a crimping tool. So crimping tool means, so I have shown this RJ45 connectors are there now. So this is the RJ45 connector, and this is the cable. So you have to insert this cable inside this connector, put it into this crimping tool and press it very hardly. So then this will be attached to this cable leads. These 8 wires will be attached to these 8 pins. And both sides of the wire you have to do it. So then test the cable, make sure it is working fine. Then you can start using it. Just to know information. Straight through cable, crossover cable, rollover cable, 3 type of cables based on the how you connect this wiring. Anyway, I'm not going to depth information now. So this is about your twisted pair cable with a STP, UTP explanation. Next one is fiber optical cable. What is a fiber optical cable? So we use optical fiber cable or a fiber optical cable. So mainly it is made up of glass. The main core wire, it is made up of glass. Outer is a cladding. It is also made up of glass or a different type of plastic material or a glass. Okay, so we can use. and it is finally the core clad and unclad. It is coated with some plastic material kind of stuff, and there is a strengthening material like iron materials and outer jackets. Depends upon the place you use the place you use the fiber optical cables. Of course, it is a made up of glass. It is not a metal. It is so no electromagnetic interference. In coaxial cables and UTP STP cables are made up of copper materials. The signal passes through the copper material, so more possibility of electromagnetic interference, and there is an attenuation. Now this is made up of glass, so no electromagnetic interference and very less attenuation or no attenuation. We use a light wave, means light signal. Use a light laser signal is there, LED laser signal is there to send a signal or pass the signal through this cable. Okay, so what is the use of these optical fiber cables? Optical fibers are used to very long distance communication, very high speed data. Okay, and normally our UTP STP cables are at the length of the cable support is 100 meters only and limited. But if you take this fiber optic cables, it is very high speed data transmission and very long distance communication. And generally, when I want to buy this cable, normal LAN cable, I want to buy earlier. So then people say like idea. They said no. Why you are want to buy? It's fiber optical is a cheaper. So the person is giving that idea. He never seen a fiber optic cable or never used any fiber optic cable. He don't know what is the use of the fiber optic cable. Only he listen the class like this. Okay, that's why he give an idea. Use the fiber optic cable because it's cheaper. Okay, of course, fiber optical cable is cheaper as well as the cost. And why it is? There is two things are there. Fiber optical cables you cannot use for a regular LAN communication. You can use it, but we need a completely testing material is required. Normal 100 rupees, 200 rupees testing is not enough. You need to learn special course like how to test kind of stuff. The testing equipment is required. Connecting material is required. Normal LAN connection is not enough. Then you have to purchase that kind of adapter, post bus adapters. Normal LAN cards are not enough. LAN card is around 200, 300 rupees to maximum 500 or 600 rupees. 1 Gbps you will get by 400, 500, 600 kind of, depends upon the features inside. But this HBA adapter, how much is HBA adapter? First of all, I will go with the 1 GB. LAN card or Ethernet card. So here it is. I will go to Amazon. Nowadays 10 Gbps Ethernet configuration, it is 718 direct LAN card. Like I have a desktop, I want to connect this LAN card. So it's a gigabit PCI Express network card. PCI Express means the pointer sequence is smaller. PCI means the large width point you will get. Different bandwidths also we are getting wireless stuff. It's different. PCI gigabit. So this is PCI lengthy one. The there are a lot of LED status, so to determine 10, 100 or 1000 kind of stuff, but the cost is fake cost, okay? So people are typing by mistake. 13,000, that much cost is like maybe it is made up of gold or something. Not original cost it is, guys, but still, whatever it is up to 100 Mbps only. This cost is 3. You got to you want to go for a 1000 Mbps, like 1 Gbps kind. This also give 1000 RJ45 connector. This around. Now we'll go to HBA. Now I want to put a HBA. This 11,000, 10,000, 8,000, 7,000. Dual channel it is 7,000. Fiber channel host bus adapter HBA. 8 GB, 2 connections. Get a 2 connections. Directly insert into the PC. This is 2 channel connection. You can connect 2 cables directly. Single one also there. But can you see this is just a sample? It is. I see in that row it is only these are other kind. The costs. That is also duplicate cost only, but still 11,000. You can go to directly Lenovo website. You can verify the cost. That is better way. It is 1 CH can. It's 5,500 GB. Okay, this is HBA. Host bus adapter to connect your device to the fiber optical switches. Again, you have to purchase fiber optical switch. Normal switch don't work. Normal switch don't work. So we will need a FC switches. Fiber optical cables. These are the patch cables. No problem. Patch cables are okay cost, but the switches we didn't find the switches here. But generally the switches not available in that. Then we have to go to that manufacturing websites. Then we can order it. It's also costly, right? Not that much. So fiber opticals are a cheaper as well as a costly. They have their own benefits, not for your fun for purpose in a home. This main benefit in the server side, heavy network traffic side, heavy data transmission side is important. For example, there is a server. It contains the data. So it has to store the data into storage devices and take the data from the storage devices, like a SAN kind of storage devices. What is the best way to transmit the data? Better it is over the fiber optical channel. Okay, you have a core network like ISPs are using a big routers. Lot of data transmission, lot of bandwidth is required. The normal copper cables are not enough. So we need a big data transmission, means high bandwidth is required. So better is fiber optical channels. Caution, like we are getting internet through fiber optical cables. So here it is in India. India is connected to a lot of countries. Okay, one country to another country like that. Using fiber optical channels, they are connected. You can go to this website called a submarine cable map or any Google Maps. You can go for it. Okay, and here it is. Optical fiber router is also there, of course. Optical fiber over oceans. Okay, you can find the images and videos also. You can find it. These are the optical fibers that are putting into this sea oceans kind of stuff. So there are connecting from one place to another place like that. Globally, we are getting connected. A lot of people think we are getting internet through the satellites. No, satellite is a separate way of communication, and we are getting communication with fiber channel communications. Okay, so very long distance communication, and in a version internally there is a setups to make a connecting bypassing. Okay, engineering, big corporations, so oil corporations. There are a lot of things are there using big ships and as well as what we can say submarines. Yes. Submarines also use it to merge these cables inside your washings, and it is heavily protected with wires and all. So this is our cables. And of course, the Reliance company, almost like a 20 years back only, they have a these cables, underground cables, entire India as well as their washing. That's the point. So whatever it is, these are the cables, guys, fiber optical. So we are getting internet through fiber opticals, a very high speed data transmission, very long distance communication also we can beat. We don't use it for LAN, basic LAN communication. For basic LAN communication, we use UTP, STP cables. Okay, and why cannot we use for LAN communication? So if you want to use fiber optic cables for a regular LAN communication, we need the NICs and switch connections, router connections, everything should be LAN. Okay, guys, up to here. Everybody silent, I'm silent.
Yes, sir.
So
So anybody joined freshly, just last look. Abhay, Abhinav Singh, Harish, Harish Babu, Prajna, Ravi Prakash Singh, Sandeep Kumar. That's it. People missing. These are in already red color. Red color means they are discontinued from a long time. So otherwise, I will check it and forward. Okay, guys. So then take a small break. Then we will continue.